I wasn't even going to do this episode. It's Monday, and on Monday night, the Washington Commanders, my beloved Washington Commanders, take on the Kansas City Chiefs. The in recent weeks surging Kansas City Chiefs. You know, Patrick Mahomes and them dudes who been winning championships the last, I don't know, handful of years or so, more than anybody else. I was going to fall back on the typical,
Jayden Daniels ain't playing, so what do you expect?
And then, I read an article from the Associated Press that got so far under my skin. I was like, man, I'm not only going to record an episode, I'm going to talk my shit. Let's talk about it.
Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Cosmic, and I want to welcome you to my channel, Opinion Stated, where I give unfiltered, opinionated sports take. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, everybody? My name is Cosmic. I want to welcome you back to my channel, Opinion Stated. Man, I do have one of those episodes planned for you today. Again, if you've already seen the thumbnail, you just watched the intro, you know exactly what direction I'm headed into. I'm going to talk my shit today, man. I'm going to talk my shit, bro. But before we dive deep into this content, do me a huge favor, like the video. Liking the video helps us cruise along algorithm avenue, helps us get into the presence of individuals just like yourself who might be interested in this kind of content. Also, subscribe to the channel. Clicking the notification bell after doing so allows you to stay in the loop as to when my newest or latest episodes are uploaded, namely like this one. And without further ado, I'm entitling today's episode, Mariota favored to beat Mahomes. Sounds crazy? Yeah, it's not crazy. And this ain't clickbait. Mariota's favored to beat Mahomes in this matchup. It's going to be the absolute perfect narrative, perfect storyline. It's totally going to make sense. It's totally going to make sense when you guys see the result of the NFL script for this week. Have I seen the script? Nope. But I'm just surmising what the script has to be. We have to get this win. It's only going to make sense. It's only going to make sense. I'm going to explain to you exactly how. As we jump into the game plan for this episode, it's a 4-quarter game plan. In the first, I'm going to address this disrespectful rage bait article from the Associated Press. In the second quarter of the episode, I'm going to talk about or dig into the injury report just briefly. Third quarter, we're going to hit on the standings, our conference standings or division standings for both the Commanders and also the Chiefs. And in the fourth quarter, I'm going to get into a prediction. I'm going to get the fuck out your hair from there. And we're going to enjoy the game. That should be taking place a few hours from the time that you see this episode. If you catch it before the game starts, you're going to need to. Digging right into the episode, man, let's get right into this content. I'm going to start with the Associated Press. That article from the Associated Press, which was entitled, Chiefs and Commanders Clash, Mahomes on Fire, Washington in Desperation Mode on Monday night. Washington in desperation mode, according to the Associated Press. This article was updated on October 23rd, 2025. So that was some 4 days ago. Getting into the article. Kansas City, Missouri. The Commanders' trip to Kansas City was supposed to be a Monday night showdown between a perennial contender and one on the rise, a matchup of a 3-time Super Bowl MVP and the latest dual threat star quarterback to step under center. The storylines have certainly changed. Oh, they certainly have. Oh, the Chiefs are still Super Bowl contenders all of a sudden, as evidenced by the way they've rolled to 3 wins in the past 4 games. But Patrick Mahomes might still be the best quarterback in the league too. Okay, you say so. The two-time MVP already has thrown for 1,800 yards and 14 touchdowns with only 2 interceptions this season, and he just might be the hottest player in the game right now. Okay. Then there's Washington, which has lost 3 of its last 4 and watched Jayden Daniels limp off the field with a hamstring injury last week. His injury means Marcus Mariota will start Monday night at Arrowhead Stadium, where the Commanders, who went 12-5 last year and made the NFC Championship game, are trying to avoid a 3-5 start. We'll find out a lot about our team in these weeks ahead. We need everyone to step up. Washington coach Dan Quinn said, our focus needs to be sharper. That's the bare minimum. And we're going to dig in and find out how we improve upon that. Kansas City 4-3. So 1 game difference in the win column versus the loss column from the Commanders. But they're Super Bowl contenders. Kansas City 4-3 seems to have ironed out its own problems. It started the season with a pair of losses, but is coming off a rout of the Lions and a shutout of the Raiders, the first shutout by an Andy Reid coached team in Kansas City. Mahomes threw for 286 yards and 3 scores in that game while sitting out the entire fourth quarter. They're about as good as you can get it just looking at the numbers, Quinn said. That doesn't bother me either, knowing that if we play like we're capable of, to the right standards and being more consistent, we'll like the results. Pause. Dan Quinn, man, you need to tighten up. You need to tighten up, bro. It's not that you ain't saying the right things. I classically listen to you say the right things. But, bro, you ain't puffing your chest out enough. You ain't talking your shit enough. You don't sound confident enough. For me, as a player who was playing on the team, I need to hear my coach, man, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to come out and guarantee to win. But, bro, talk your shit a little bit. We're going to be ready for him. You know what I'm saying? Man, we're looking at all the film we can look at. We're making all the adjustments that we can make. We know who we're up against, but we know who we are in the coming out of this locker room on this side of the field. We going to bring it in this game. It's an absolute talk your shit, bro. They're being so diplomatic. I don't like it. Tighten up. I'm going to get on my internet and talk my shit, bro. I'm going to need you to be in your press conference doing your thing too. You know what I'm saying? Meet me where I'm at, Coach DQ. Back to the article. In the case of the Chiefs, the turnaround stemmed largely from getting players back. Xavier Worthy is at full speed after hurting his shoulder in the season opener, and fellow wide receiver Rashee Rice is back after serving a 6-game NFL suspension. It seems like we're coming together as a team, Mahomes said. That's what you want to do, is to be a team as the season goes on. I agree. And keep getting better. We're still early, and we have everything out in front of us. How can we be better this week going up against a good football team? ? Big plays, big problems. The Commanders' defense is giving up an NFL worst 7.8 yards per pass attempt and allowing 364.3 yards per game. 27th in the 32-team league. Bro, come on, bro. We understand that there's 32 teams in the league. I'm telling you, this article is rage baiting. This is like really... The big problem is the number of explosive plays Washington's opponents are accumulating. There have been 8 pass plays of at least 40 yards, for example, tied for the most in the NFL. Last week, the Cowboys put together a 70-yard plus drive in 35 seconds, including a 44-yard pass and a 33-yard run for a touchdown that made it 27-15 at the break. Yo, why are you bringing up old shit? Nah, I get it. It makes sense. But this is the perfect example of what I'm telling you guys. It's the script being written. It's the script being written. You just got to watch the bounce backs in the NFL to know that I ain't lying. You know what I mean? Man, Dallas looked amazing against us last week. Got the shit beat out of them today. In reality, I'm speaking in reality. And this happened across the board for multiple teams. It does every single week in the NFL. And it's going to happen this week too. You watch what I say. Watch what I say. Back to the article. Injury update. The Chiefs may be without left guard Trey Smith because of back spasm, pushing Mike Caliendo into the starting lineup. They also will be without left tackle Josh Simmons for the third consecutive game, though Jalen Moore has played well in his place. We've always looked at Mike as a starter, Chiefs coach Andy Reid said. I think all the guys do. Slow starts. Washington has fallen into a double-digit first-half deficit in 5 of its first 7 games. It has trailed 10-0 twice, 13-0, 14-0, and last week 20-8. The Commanders are 1-4 in those games and 2-0 when avoiding that sort of early problem. They are letting the opponent score 7.6 points per first quarter. Only one club has given up more in that period in 2025. We got to tighten up, man. I mean, the article ain't lying. It's just pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts sometimes. They say hit dogs holler. Paging Marshawn. Commanders cornerback Marshawn Lattimore has drawn plenty of attention for all the wrong reasons, whether being beaten by opposing wide receivers or whistled for penalties. General Manager Adam Peters sent 3rd, 4th, and 6th round picks in the 2025 draft to New Orleans and got a 5th back along with Lattimore in November of 2024. The 4-time Pro Bowl selection missed a lot of time while injured last season and has struggled this season. Adam Peters, hear me and hear me clearly, bro. Knock it off. Knock it off. No more trading away our draft picks. I don't care what fucking late round they're in. No more trading away a bulk of draft picks to get one motherfucker onto the team, bro. We got to stop. We just got to stop this. This is a thing that happened long before you got here on this, or with the organization, I'll say. This happened started long before you got here. Don't come here and pick up on what they've been, bro. Every other team is building through the draft. You have to bring in youth to pair with your decent veterans. Let's stop shopping on the open market for. I want to call Marshawn washed up, bro, but even looking washed up out there this year. I got to keep it clean. Man, he looks like he's cooked as he's getting cooked. And so I don't want to see this kind of a thing continue to happen, man. Hopefully Marshawn picks it up at some point. Won't have much time to be playing around. Back to the article, Coach Cliff. Mahomes again will be going against Cliff Kingsbury, his old coach at Texas Tech, and now the offensive coordinator for the Commanders. It was Kingsbury who took a chance on Mahomes to play quarterback when other colleges wanted him to play safety. He's one of the first people, I would say, truly believed in me, Mahomes said. He helped me get to where I am today because he didn't put me in a box and tell me to play quarterback this way. That's something that is special about him as a coach. He didn't put Mahomes in a box. Mahomes says specifically, Cliff, come in close. You too. Hear me and hear me clearly. Take this offense out of a box, bro. You box us in. When I can sit on the couch and I can predict what play calls you're about to do, it's because you run typically like the same plays. Take us out of a box, bro. Unhandcuff this, unshackle this offense, bro. We got Debo back this week. We got Terry McLaurin back this week. We have Marcus Mariota, who's going to be starting at quarterback this week. The same Marcus Mariota that after a full week of practice with the first unit came out and put on, albeit against the Raiders. Had a decent showing against Atlanta. He's 1-1 as a starter this season. But I have all the confidence in the world based on previous experience and based on that track record, the 1-1 track record from before. And we're going to get this one with Mariota and all the weapons that we've been waiting for Jayden to have at full strength. And we're going to shine in this game against the Chiefs. And Mariota is going to do incredibly against this Chiefs banged up, much like we're banged up, defense. Now we're going to shine. We just need our defense to step up. But back to Cliff Kingsbury. Bro, you got to unleash this. Unlock it, bro. Let these guys play football. I'm expecting professional football players to be professional football players on Monday night. It's prime time, baby. It's prime time. Man, the world is going to be watching. It's the only show in town for the night. Man, we're going to put on. Moving into the second quarter of the game plan, I'm going to talk to you guys about the injury report real quick, man. As I said, Jayden Daniels is out. He's expected to return next Sunday. Let's hope so. Praying the little fat baby Jesus land in the manger that he, you know what I'm saying, that he comes back. Deron Payne is questionable, and also Matt Gay for tonight's game. I am hopeful that Deron plays and that he's good to go to play in the game and not just forcing himself back. Matt Gay, not so much. Matty, sit this one out. It's okay. It's okay. No, bro. It's all right. You can sit this one out. Yeah, we can't do much worse without you. Yankoff is going to be out, and also, unfortunately, Dorrance Armstrong is out, and yeah, that sucks, man. Dorrance was having such a great year. He's done for the season. Done for the season, man. Unless we make it to the Super Bowl, maybe he'll return sometime in February. Moving on to the third quarter of the injury report or the game plan. I'm sorry. We're going to look at the standings here. And this game is a very pivotal game for both teams. Very pivotal game for both teams, namely for, the purposes of keeping pace in the conference or in the division, right? So namely the division, you know what I mean, first and foremost. For the Commanders, we presently sit at 3-4, third place in the NFC East. Thankfully, the Giants lost yesterday. Or not thankfully that they lost. I was actually hopeful that they'd win, because then they would knock Philly off, you know what I mean? Like kind of knock Philly down the rung just a little bit more in terms of their wins and losses. Philly would presently be sitting at 5-3, which, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't be like so far away. But the fact that they did lose, man, it's okay, because it keeps us out of the basement of the NFC East. Now it's time for us to win against the Chiefs so that we can leapfrog trash ass Dallas, who we allowed to just tap dance on our foreheads last week. It still just annoys me so much, man, to think about. Looking at the AFC picture, the AFC West to be specific, the division for Kansas City, as you can see, Kansas City Chiefs sit in third place as well at 4-3. So they're vying for, you know what I mean, top positioning as well in that division. So this game is very important for them too. Very important for them. They seek to go 5-3. We seek to go simply 4-4. But in this game, when we take this victory here, you know what I'm saying, they're going to join us at 4-4. Moving on to the fourth quarter of the game plan. And I'm already giving my prediction away. I've already leaked the information, right? I'm super confident in this team. Of course, man, you're listening to a Commander's page, essentially. You know what I'm saying? But according to ESPN Analytics, the Kansas City Chiefs have nearly a 75% chance of winning this game. I'm unfazed. I don't care about what your analytics say. The game is not played inside of a computer. The game is played on the football field. And so, regardless of how great the Kansas City Chiefs have been playing the last couple of weeks, they ain't played us. Regardless of how terrible our defense has been playing, we ain't played our D against them. Regardless of Rasheed Rice being back, I don't give a fuck. He ain't seen our defense yet. That's the reality. You know what I'm saying? Sounds crazy, but that's the reality. And so, you know what I mean? Like, again, man, I'm hopeful that we will put on in this game. As hopeful, I guess, as Coach Dan Quinn was. You know what I mean? That's what he said. He said, you know, he's looking forward to us hitting all the marks. You know what I mean? Playing to our standard. doing all the things that we know that we are capable of. That's almost a direct quote. And I'm expecting the same thing. Once again, I'm expecting football players, professional football players, to be professional football players in this game. And so I have a score prediction. I'm predicting that the Commanders win this game by 10 points. I'm predicting that we win the game 34-24. How's it going to look? Well, I mean, I think Bill's going to score 2 touchdowns in the game. That's what I think. I think Terry will get one. I think Debo will get one. And if the two of them don't get one, then for certain on National Tight Ends weekend, then Zach Ertz will get one. The tight end on the other side, he'll have to get one because it just creates that good storyline. And be like,
oh, during National Tight End Week, the tight ends are getting it done out here.
So maybe their tight end, who shall not be named, will get multiple, but it still won't be enough. And before you question whether or not my score is overinflated, just think, with all the weapons back and Mariota's capability, man, we don't have a problem putting up points. We just have to be able to stop the bleeding on the other side of the football. And I'm expecting us to do that. So that's my prediction for the game. Commanders win convincingly. Let's bring ourselves to 4-4. And then we look forward to a game plan beyond this week, but not to move beyond this one. Commanders fans, get excited, baby. We got this one in the bag. Book it. So that's been the basis of this episode, man. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. Like the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the very next episode, man. Absolutely look forward to it. Take care of yourselves until then. Blessings.